What's up, everybody? Welcome to SEMA. Today's episode of BS for Build is going to be a couple days long, and I just wanted to make this episode to show you guys what it was like to bring the 240Z to SEMA. What it was like for us to experience everybody seeing the car, what the car is like at Ignited, all that good stuff. Stay tuned. So SEMA for me has been a multi-day long experience. We're kind of jumping in at the tail end. I've been working for SEMA all the days leading up to this, so it's basically just been me running around like crazy. And now I kind of get to relax and really enjoy the show. And we're starting off today with our signing. So we got a bunch of people meeting us at the Koenig booth to see the car, and we're just gonna sign autographs, take pictures, meet people, and talk. Should be really fun, actually. Jason was kind enough to stop by from Engineering Explain.
Dude, it's sick. Everything about it's sick. And I also like that it still has the BMW shifter in there. Yeah.
And from an engineering standpoint, how worried are you about me dying in this thing?
10 out of 10. Looks super safe.
10 out of 10 looks great.
I'm sure it would pass all the crash tests, small front overlap.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right, you heard it there first. Meet and greet is over. That was so much fun. Huge thanks to everybody that came out and all my YouTube friends. Chris Fix is here, but I can't show his face, so there's his back. We're going to dinner now. Let's get some dinner. Alright, we're back. It's not night anymore. I totally forgot to film after dinner. We just went out for some drinks and then we called it a night. So early in the morning right now, Adrian just flew in a couple minutes ago. Eric's driving us around right now, and we are heading to go get parts for the next build. So I haven't released what the next build is, and I will tell you guys that shortly when we get home. I bought the next build online at an auction, and then I actually found the previous owner, and he had a bunch of parts, and he lives here in Las Vegas. So we're buying some very, very expensive car parts that I definitely wanted to get from this guy because we're getting a great deal. And this is how I get parts for cheap, networking and trying to figure it out. So we're gonna run to the bank, get a ton of money because these cost a lot of money, and then we're gonna head to his place and pick up all the parts. I don't want to spoil the build or anything by showing you guys the parts, but I'll just show you like one part that'll just get you thinking and excited. These are forged 3-piece wheels that we got, and they're really wide, very, very wide. There's your hint. That's all I can show you. Anything else I show you is just too much. You'll find out in a couple weeks. Parts are secure in the trailer in a non-disclosed location, right next to Hooters and MGM Grand, and we've already left by the time I air this, so it doesn't matter. Adrian started busting out laughing. He says the G on my grape soda is a little worn down. Might have to replace this when I get to Disneyland. It's a bad look, guys. Bad look. Bill Cosby's favorite soft drink.
No way.
Alright, we're going off to breakfast. We were back at SEMA, and we were hunting down a car I really want to show you guys. You guys know, as part of what I've been doing here working with SEMA, I've been a judge for the Young Guns, and one of the Young Guns built this amazing 240Z, and I just thought I had to share it with you guys since you just saw my build and how much we went through. I think you'd really be able to appreciate the amount of work this kid's gone through. But since he is one of the finalists for the Young Guns, they stole his car and they moved it somewhere, and I'm having trouble finding it, but I'm gonna hunt it down for you guys. This was extremely hard to find because it's been moving out for the Ignited event, but I found it. So this is Kyle's Datsun 240Z LS swap up front. The level of attention to detail and his fabrication skills are just off the charts. I mean, everything that I've seen on this car has been so inspiring and just really, it's definitely what the event is all about that I've been here judging, but overall it's just been really, really fun to watch and to see. Kyle's put about 6,000 hours into this car.
We're creeping up on that number.
Creeping up on 6,000 hours on this car. Extremely well detailed on his Instagram, which I'm going to link in the description below. And I mean, it's so much. I'm not going to make him go all the way through it. This is a bit of a teaser. I want you guys to go to his Instagram and check these things out and check out the future of the rest of this build as well. there's not a whole lot left to be done because I mean it's a very, very complete car, but he's going to be doing a little bit more test and tune out in Oregon before he wraps it up. And it's just amazing. So here's your little sneak peek. This is, in my opinion, the best Z that we saw at SEMA this year, and he is in the top 3 of the Young Guns. So in a couple minutes they're going to announce, and I'll cover that, they're going to announce who's the #1 Young Gun this year, and then that gets you top 4 of Battle of the Builders, and then fingers crossed that you win the whole damn thing. So
I'm just stoked to be here.
yeah, as am I. So guys, check this out, link is in the description. Check him out on Instagram and you won't regret it. All right, we are back at the car. That was a long walk, probably a couple miles I put down. Back at the car now. Zach is around here somewhere. We're gonna try and run the computer on it, scan a couple codes, get a strategy for the beginning of the drive out. The drive out can take a couple hours even, so we're gonna get a strategy for that. I think Eric's gonna do that while I'm working Young Guns, and then we might do a handoff in the middle. So it's game plan time, it's rush time. We gotta get the car out of the show. I really want to make this video to show you guys kind of like what it's like to bring your car to SEMA, to work at SEMA and do what we're doing today. And unfortunately this is it. It's a lot of running around to get somewhere, wait for something to happen, and then run to the next place. If you really know SEMA, like if you know the layout of it really well, it's not too bad. But if you're like me, it's your second year, you're really kind of still learning where things are. It's pretty rough. This is the finalist for Battle of the Builders. You're going to see 3 trucks, 3 hot rods. There's 12 cars here, 3 Young Guns. So we got a Young Guns up there with the BMW, got a Young Guns right here with Kyle, and we got a Young Guns over there with the Nova. Those are guys that I'm really looking at because I judge their cars. Kyle.
All right, so the winner in the Young Guns division
Come on.
is Kyle.
Yeah!
On 240Z.
Congrats, Kyle!
What a sweet ride that is.
Alright, so the final 4 have been picked. Kyle got in with that Z that I just showed you earlier. I'm so happy for him, man. It's so well deserved. That's so cool. Now I'm going over to my car to get it ready for the drive out. Alright, the event is over. It's time to fire up the car. Hey, let's just fire it up from outside. Alright, it's time for Eric to drive it out. We're almost out. It's pretty scary barely having brakes with this crazy transmission driving $1 million cars in front of you, but it's what we gotta do. First time out in the wild. Eric, give us some revs. Give us some 5K. Yeah! Sounds so good. By the looks of it, the cruise is gonna take even longer this year because I smell car on fire and there's a lot of smoke over there. I'm pretty sure somebody's build lit up on the way out. It happens. Happened once already this year. Oh well. Like I said, it's a lot of hurry up, go somewhere, and wait. Well, we still haven't made it out quite yet. We switched drivers with Eric, and we are in kind of the parade, the drive out. It's been about 2.5 hours, and the car's doing great though. Car's holding up, so knock on wood, everything holds up, and hopefully we'll be out soon. Well, it wouldn't be BS for Bill without some problems. We're broken down on the side of the cruise in because we ran out of fuel. When they make you wait in traffic for 3 hours and you have a tiny little fuel cell like ours, that tends to happen. So we either got to get new fuel or we're gonna just be hanging out here for the night. Great. We're back in the car and we're running. We're not exactly sure why it shut off. We actually did have enough fuel. It was either that we went on a slant and got to a point where the fuel cell pickup ran out of fuel, or it's possible that I redlined it while revving it out for the fans, tripped the knock sensor or something that made it really upset, and then it shut off for a while. So I gotta take it a little bit careful through the rest of Ignited, just for our own sake, so we're not pushing it. So this is the part where everybody harasses you to do burnouts and stuff where you're not supposed to. And huge thanks to all the fans who are cheering us on. I really think that I stalled the car out earlier by bouncing it off the rev limiter, so that's why I'm not going too hard. Also with our transmission, we're not gonna be able to do any good burnouts right now. And our bad brakes, the car probably wouldn't stop. We'll probably just hit the person in front of us. So I got plenty of excuses, but thanks for all the love, you guys. That was really cool. That's probably my favorite part of this whole thing. It made sitting in traffic for 2.5 hours worth of it. Well, the disorganized mess never ends. One thing I gotta say is if you're coming to SEMA, bring your patience. So we got through the thing, we waited the 3 hours, we're expecting to park so the fans could meet us. That's what they told me we were gonna do. And then they're like, nope, there's no parking, there's no room, get out of here, go out on the street. They opened the gate, forced me to just drive out onto the strip. But I'm working for SEMA, so now I have to go back. So I parked it at a gas station, and Eric's gonna hoof it over there, and then now I'm going back to let you guys know who won the Young Guns, which I'm really excited about, or not the Young Guns, but Battle of the Builders, which I'm very excited about, but this is just such a bummer. This is ridiculous. Well, I'm really at a loss for words and pretty upset. When I got back in, like 4 or 5 cars had parked in more spots, even though I begged them to let me park anywhere, and they said no, and I had to leave. So I'm really upset with the guys that were running the parking here. It's kind of been a theme, unfortunately, that it's just a mess. And so anyways, my biggest apologies to anybody that's out that was hoping to see us at Ignited. You know, I promised you guys that I would have the car here, and it's not here. So that's my bad, guys. I wish it didn't end up like that. But anyways, let's stay on the positives. Let's go figure out who won the Battle of the Builders, which I missed because I got kicked out of the event. Well, a guy named Kyle Tucker won with a very, very clean Camaro. I didn't see what was under the hood or anything because he wasn't a young gun, so I didn't really do any judging on his car, but I'm sure to win that, it was really good. So, staying on the positive side, you know, that's how we like to live. I've got a bunch of YouTubers that I hit up, and a bunch, you know, just a bunch of friends here in Vegas, and we're all gonna get together for some drinks and ride the observatory wheel. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, so we're gonna head there now.
Have you ever done this?
No.
It's how much can you drink in 22 minutes?
As you can see, we have made it to the high roller, which is the alcohol ball, and we have packed all the automotive YouTubers that we could find into it, except for and we're gonna go have a blast. And if this thing crashes, there's gonna be a big gap for you guys to film.
If you look out now at just under 500 feet, you can see we're higher than most of the buildings in town. In fact, we're higher than all the marijuana dispensaries in Las Vegas.
In the fountains. All right, it's going. It's happening. Taking a lap. Taking a lap. Jason, you want to put $1,000 on this game? No. Come on, let's do it. No. You're $1,000. He's got 100. Alright guys, well that was what it was like for me to bring the Z to SEMA this year. Bringing the car was really awesome and doing all the car related stuff was really cool, but it was clearly like I had a lot of fun hanging out with all the people that I know from this job and YouTube and everything like that. It was just such a blast and meeting all the new people, so that was super cool. It's clearly the next day, it's the day after SEMA. We got just a lot of cool like mentions and featured. We got featured in Speed Hunters. That's actually where the thumbnail for this video came from, so thanks so much to Speed Hunters for letting me use that. when I was in software before I started BS for Build, I would be in like super boring meetings and I would pull up speed hunters and I would just drool over cars and think like someday, you know, I want to build something like that. 3 years later, you know, I got like my car featured in speed hunters. And you know, featured in a lot of places, and I'm so proud of that, and myself and my team that built that car. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool, and that is like one really large life goal to check off. So if anybody's out there and they're watching and they're a builder or whatever, and like I just want to say, like, if that's something that you want to do in your life, don't think that it's unachievable, because it's very possible. 3.5 years ago, I knew nothing about cars, and I just had a pipe dream, and I wanted to wide body things, and here we are now. So pretty cool. I feel very proud of that. So a lot of you guys probably know that I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I think I want to do a kind of a time-lapse video, and so I'll probably put one of those out, but I'm going to be just chilling out with Chelsea. We're here at Disneyland for like 4 days, and then we're going to go home. So there might not be a lot of content for the next few days. And then we're going to get home, and we're going to do a little bit more work on the Z, and we're going to actually get it on the road and stuff like that a little bit more, and then we'll jump into the next build. So maybe another week, 2 weeks on the Z, and then into the next build. If anybody sees me here at Disney and wants to come up and chat and get a picture or anything like that, please, I'm very approachable. I'm on vacation. I got plenty of time. Come say hi. All right, guys, thank you so much for the views. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the support on Instagram. You guys were awesome. Anytime anybody was like sharing photos of my car, something you guys didn't feel like credit was there when credit was due, you guys were on top of it. And that was really cool to see. So thank you guys all so much for the support. I'll see you guys soon. Peace. Come on.